Farlost, created by John Miro. 13. Officer Okoro, Lou called out. Mate your nav console with Dr. Beecham's terminal and plot a course. No, Vice President Burkov boomed, struggling to free an arm from the webbing of his seat. Chief Montaigne, a voice whispered, don't do this. Lou looked up to Third Officer Villanueva floating toward her, illuminated by reflected red and blue overrides on her screen. 2 more loud micrometeorites gonged off HHL-6's skin as he floated closer. I know, it's bad, he continued, near her ear, but you don't really believe Beecham can make us go faster than light without flaming out, do you? VP Burkov had crawled arduously along the wall railings toward her as well. Listen to him, damn it! The Veep pleaded angrily. Stewart has never tested his plans. We need machine trials, and then years of animal trials before human testing. Return to your seat, Mr. Burkov, Lou said coolly, her eyes narrowing on his warning. Or I will have Taggart put you in your seat. Yes, ma'am, Taggart echoed, his voice betraying happiness at the prospect. Burkov's face grew ugly, but he shut up and backed up to his seat again. Years, Alexei? Beecham snorted. We won't last hours if we stay here. His fingers kept sliding on glass, examining the navigation data sent to his screen by Okoro. Villanueva leaned in even closer. Every egghead that's ever attempted FTL said they got the math right. No one ship has ever survived. Lou looked back down to the monitor, where a security prompt hovered over the FTL arming screen. Apparently even Beecham couldn't override the security on that system, yet. She stared at the prompt, requesting Dwyer's password, until she and another ranking officer notified the computer Dwyer was dead. As another barrage of micrometeorites pounded the side of the craft, Lou stared back up at Villanueva, her expression fierce. Hear that? We're being shotgunned to death, and if that doesn't get us? She leaned in close. Pablo, if you have another option to beat the rocks, the radiation, or becoming space sickles, don't keep it to yourself, tell me. Villanueva's jaw clamped like steel beneath his skin. He shook his head, eyes roaming, reflecting the search for alternatives going on inside his skull. Then he looked across to Beecham. I thought your force field could stop radiation, he challenged. Why the jump? Morons, Beecham moaned. Yeah, my force field can block radiation until the reserve power is all gone. You should be glad I've been keeping the FTL pods charged up, despite your whining over the regs and the dangers of charged particles in an enclosed environment. That juice is all that we've got, unless you've got a secret power line back to the reactor. So, can you guys hurry up and have your pissing match already? We gotta go. From behind Lou came Taggart's deep voice. Lucky you, Doc. Get to skip all the way to testing with us live guinea pigs, huh? Beecham offered the security officer his index finger as he swiped through diagrams on his monitor with his other hand. His eyes scanned the images and numbers on the screen, and he started nodding vigorously. Then he clapped his hands together, bowing his head for just a moment. Golden math! Beecham roared, and tapped the screen again. Lou felt a momentary hum in her bones. Then it was gone. The background drumbeat of rocks hitting the skin of the ship disappeared too. She tapped open an exterior camera feed and gasped. A golden-green light shimmered between the camera and the stars. It was faint enough Lou wondered if she was only seeing what she wanted to see until something impacted the curtain of ghostly green. The entire screen flared brilliant green. Even as the light faded, another small circle of green blossomed, and another, and another. Serene silence filled the CNC. It was Lou's first time seeing what Ed had described in his final moments. And he'd been right. The sight filled her with awe. Lou looked at Beecham. Holy shit! Beecham grinned, manic and sweaty. I don't do autographs. He turned back to his screens and let out a shaky sigh. He reached his hand and waved blindly in Rennick's direction. Oh, and anytime you want to help, Stan, reroute every watt you can find to keep this light show going. This time, the kid jumped to it, whooping like mad. Lou floated free of her chair, hands grabbing at a portal over her head. She stared out at the curtain of green, smiling a little more at each protective flare of light. "Holy shit," she said again. Farlost. Music by Kevin MacLeod of Incompetech.com. Learn more at servingworlds.com.